Good evening, Elohim. Uh, just got through with some dinner with a new friend, and he and his wife, and so it's been a good experience, been a good day. Uh, we'll do a recap of what we went through last week. I'm kind of trying to figure out how I nail this thing down, and without wasting a whole bunch of time and stuff like that. Uh, so last week we went through, I believe it's called Vayeishev, and that was the opening of it right there. And that was Joseph went down to Egypt, and that involved Genesis 37:1 through 40 and 23. And so it's the ninth section of the book of Genesis, and it's talking about Joseph and his dreams and how his brothers didn't like his dreams. And kind of through this deal, I've been looking at Simeon and Levi, two of the older children of Leah, the first wife. Remember, Jacob went for Rachel, and Laban made him stay down there a couple extra years, and then he volunteered for some years to get his goat and sheep and stuff together. But also, what we look at, this is open minded. There's no religion here. This is Torah study. There's no Judaism. There's no Islam. There's no Christianity. The mother father religion is Judaism. If you respect and honor that book, then you'll understand that uh, the mother father religion is Judaism, and Christianity and Islam is birthed from it. And so, but we're in that section where there is no religion. There is no religion. There is not even Judaism. Matter of fact, it mentions a school in here that they went to, what they refer to as the school of Shem and Eber. And Shem was one of Noah's sons. So there's a lot to. I think it's very interesting, but also I think that it is showing the patriarchs' growth into their relationship with God. Um, but then also the women played a big role in the part that we don't see out of the regular reading, but we learn from some of the rabbis' uh, teachings here. All right, and so uh, that's a that's a beautiful thing. And so the first reading, it said a need for their spiritual mentors, and in this part, it's for Joseph. First talking about some of his dreams, and how we can kind of look at it to get some ideas. I picked up unity and awakening out of that first reading there. That one, this one here. For those of you, you can pause it and take a look at it. Uh, then we have relying providence that we went through next. Uh, get my mug out of the way. Uh, on the unity, it says gathering together all of our capacities and talents and uniting them in the work of holiness. Um, so I see that as unity. The other part, yet even on this level, we should not rely on our own achievements for inspiration, for this can lead to stagnation and complacency. Rather, we must still continue to turn to our Joseph. All right, we're using that to, or our spiritual mentor. So what people call spirituality or Christ consciousness now, uh, for further insight and inspiration. So the next one we went to after that, we went to avoiding negativity and the purpose of evil. Let's go here, this one, and then we did that one. You can pause and get you another picture. Went through it. Uh, avoiding negativity. I guess that's kind of a no brainer. But the Simeon and Levi uh, brothers, see, they wanted to kill Joseph. We remember on the previous one. Simeon and Levi were responsible for uh, taking out the men in the Canaanite area for uh, defiling their sister, and so they're known for taking folks out, and this they are the children of the first wife Leah, Reuben being the oldest, Simeon and Levi, and then when they come out in Exodus, God chooses uh, Levi as his the Levitical priests are out of that. And we'll see where Phinehas, and later on when Simeon is doing some dirty acts, uh, Phinehas is of the tribe of Levi, and he kills a Simeon uh, who was doing sexual acts or something like that in front of Noah, and so his enthusiasm kept that within that particular priestly line. Uh, let's see, the purpose of evil, nitty gritty. Sometimes we have to take a L to later gain a win. That's how I see some of that. Uh, let's go. We go to fifth and sixth readings, caring for our inner beauty and facing temptation. Also, I mark up my book and I give you my opinion. There's that's all this is sharing. And uh, and my thing is look at each character played in here, and then that way, for me, how is that person dealing with it, or how would they have dealt with it, and use your discernment, your logic in making a decision. Nobody gets to make a decision. Your pastor, your rabbi, your imam. This is you. All right. There's no religion in this thing. Let's see. So fifth and sixth. This is the fifth right there. Like I said, those are my markings, my opinion, my thing, not yours. Uh, when you get a book, you mark up your book. All right. Let's see. Gotta get out here. It's a little chilly and that sun's going down. Then the seventh reading on the Sabbath is the power of the deed. There's that one right there. Right there. And so, with that being said, kind of a not a great recap, but a little bit of one. We're going into, I don't know how you say that, McKitts. This is where Joseph, he had, at the end of this last one, he was able to interpret some dreams of the baker and the cupbearer. The baker got deaded, and then the cupbearer is the one that told Pharaoh about Joseph and Joseph's dreams, and then that's how Joseph gets his leadership. I think I already shared the first uh, reading of this Torah portion, Maketz, and I'll keep sharing the pictures over there, and then if I got a longer video, I'll share it on the my YouTube page, which I think it's at G Ward 2323. A little bit of vanity, old number there, double up. That was today's earlier. So that's what we got, and we'll go from there. Also, I'm kind of figuring out how I wanted to do it. It took me a month and a half to figure out how I'm going to do this thing. So basically, I'm gonna write them down, and then I'll go through them throughout the week, and then on Sundays we'll have Sunday Torah school. All right, and we'll just go through that little recap. And like I said, what I'm sharing is for individuals to look at your spirituality on your own, because that's nobody can give that to you. Only you can give that. Only you can advance it further. Let me put it that way. There are levels to spirituality that I had no idea about, and each of us, as we want to grow or desire to grow, will continue to study more, will continue to pray more, will continue to meditate more, and even well, I'll on this will be a little different. If I get some astrology stuff and planet movements, I'll put it on the dates. And uh, also there will be some don't have issues, just try and learn from it. You don't have those are just see, there are other people that use that stuff, but sometimes they use it not for good. They use it for, well, we all need to use it for ourselves, but you don't need to use it to try and harm somebody else or deprive somebody else. All right. Y'all have a good week. We'll see you next Sunday on this deal. Love you. Seek your peace. Pray, meditate. Have a good one.